Talking Guys, episode 46. We're back. It's been a few weeks, but some things that kind of happened, life-changing things in between then and now. So we're back. We're better than ever. Probably not
I don't
actually.
know
Probably
about that.
worse. Probably worse than before. Well, not me. Obviously, you can tell the backgrounds of the other hosts have changed as a
Don't look
move
at mine. It's
or
rather
may not have
embarrassing.
occurred. So thank you for the patience during this technical difficulty time. But yeah, we're back and ready to bring the noise to your ears. That's what we do here, right?
Wow.
Yep, both of them.
I've always thought of myself as a great noise giver. So
Very good at making
He
noise.
does give great noise.
a lot of noise.
Always left me feeling
I
satisfied.
don't know.
Afterwards.
I feel like I've been pretty quiet the last few months. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm having like an existential crisis. Something's
Well,
wrong.
as somebody that does the editing on the videos, after
No, I'm saying like in
that
general,
happens.
just like in general in life, like I'm just been quieter.
Oh, I was gonna
I'm,
say
I
your
have I've been
decibel
on
level.
I've been on like a non-hype train. So whatever you call that, the
I was
opposite.
gonna say your decibel level because as somebody that edits the videos afterwards, YouTube allows you to see the decibel level of
Mm-hmm.
the video at certain
Mm-hmm.
points. It spikes, and I know exactly who's
Mm-hmm.
talking at that moment.
It's you, right?
No, not even
It's
close.
me. It's clearly me.
Oh,
I'm
It is
definitely
that.
the loudest one here. Oh, I actually was told to
Yeah.
get closer to my mic.
Right there, perfect. Just move your chair closer, and
I feel like you're
So
holding
I
on
can't
shit
move my chair.
closer.
I guess this is our first topic. I can't move my chair
why is that?
because it broke in the move.
Yeah.
$400 chair broke in the move. So I have no wheels.
Is there a warranty?
I have no wheels right now.
Is there a warranty with the chair or a move?
No, well, maybe, but not anymore. I mean, I've had it for over 2 years.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really upset. I'm not really upset
$400.
because I was honestly thinking about getting a new one soon, anyways. Because the padding is finally starting to wear a little bit. Very happy with this chair. Great brand. That
Is
one.
it Secret Labs? No, it's not.
No, it's Technique. But I'm thinking about getting a Secret Labs to try them out. But yeah, it's
Not a sponsor.
Anyways,
Yeah, Tyler once said that.
well, this is
crap
a sponsor.
chairs and you shouldn't get one.
Check out code FighterVet. So I figure I dropped that plug. Sorry. Anyways,
There you go. All right, there you go, Elliot.
it broke part of the leg, so twisted. So I took the wheels off, and I can still sit in it while I'm waiting for a new part. Well, I can't decide if I'm gonna get a new part or a new chair. So I'm just
What's cheaper?
new part. It's like $40.
Yeah, you can get chairs for like $15, $20 though.
I meant a new good chair that would make me look cool while I stream and make this podcast with you guys.
Well, you should have been specific because I'm thinking like a folding chair at like an office supply store.
I guess I could have done that. My bad.
Nice. Hey, we got the first topic today. I don't know if you guys had actually heard. So in the news, there's actually
we just
guy...
had the first topic.
Okay, fine. Second topic then.
All right.
There was a man in Lubbock, Texas. He used
of course.
If you've ever been there, you know not to go back.
All right, so here's a story. I'm gonna go ahead and read it from.
Wait, you've been there, Seth?
Yes, I've been to Lubbock.
Oh,
it was the worst experience in my life, and I went to see Census Fail, and I like that band.
Nice. We have two very quick reads, so I'll go ahead and do the first one. It says a Texas man who used a loaner car from a dealership to rob a bank and then buy the vehicle was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. According to court documents, Eric Dion Warren, 50, was in the process of finalizing the purchase of a BMW in the summer of 2019 when Warren went into a bank and walked up to a teller. The 50-year-old then put a bag from a fast food restaurant and a note on the counter. The note read, and I quote, "This is a fucking robbery. Play with me and die. I want $10,000 in $50 and $100 bills now. You got 1 minute or I will kill you." After showing the teller the note, Warren pulled out what looked like a handgun and said, "I ain't playing around. I only want hundreds and fifties." Authorities said 15 minutes after the robbery took place, Warren went back to the dealership in a loaned vehicle and, according to employees, began waving around cash. He entered the dealership's finance office and attempted to finalize the purchase of the BMW by giving the dealership $3,000 cash as a down payment. While Warren was in the dealership's finance office, an employee received a phone call informing him of the recent bank robbery. The employee realized the vehicle used in the bank robbery matched the vehicle the dealership had loaned to Warren, and the employee alerted the law enforcement. When Warren was arrested, he had more than $5,000 with him, and the serial numbers matched those stolen from the bank. Police also found a painted pellet gun resembling a real handgun.
So he's just an idiot. That's what I'm getting from this.
Yeah,
You don't
I'm honestly-
use loaner cars. You use stolen cars. Come on.
yeah. Use a loaner card to go rob a bank to get the money to pay for the loaner car.
And then obviously you rob from a bank, you can't use that money to buy something that they're going to come and bring it to the bank because you're going to get caught. You have to launder the money. So you go to like gas stations and you slowly like filter through your money, you know, ask for change back or something, give it 100, get some money back from it, buy something stupid. These people, they're just like, they have no idea what they're doing. I'm so disappointed.
Patrick, you sound like you are experiencing from experience.
No, I watched Breaking Bad. All 7 seasons. I'm actually a professional.
That other show.
06.
where
Better
they're
Call
laundering
Saul?
money. No, the other
It's
one.
also
was
on Joe.
Ozarks.
Ozarks,
And
yeah.
Ozarks. So I've actually have 3 classes that they've taken. 100 hours worth of content to teach me how to do it correctly. So I'm pretty much a pro now.
Yeah, not actual advice.
Unless
they
you
could
have
do
hot
it.
cash, you should definitely launder it. That is advice.
That is advice. Now, how you do that is your...
I'm not telling you to go get hot cash, but, you know, if you have some.
Yeah. All right, so the second story of the day is a man is facing charges after he allegedly stole a 400-pound slide from a playground. He then mounted it onto a bunk bed in his home.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, Dustin Allen Bushnell, 30, of Burbank, Washington, was arrested last Tuesday on a charge of possession of stolen property, according to the Pasco Police Department. Detective Julie Lee was investigating a series of catalytic converter thefts when evidence led her to Bushnell's home, police said. Lee suddenly came face to face with a gigantic slide, which was reported stolen in December 2020, as she searched the home for catalytic converters. Bushnell had sawed off the slide, repainted it, and mounted it on a bunk bed in his child's bedroom at his mobile home, according to investigators. Catalytic converters were also found at the home, but Bushnell has not yet been charged with stealing the car parts. The investigation remains ongoing.
So my question is, if he repainted it, how do they know for a fact that that slide was the slide that was taken? I'm just curious.
I guess they would have matched the sawed ends. I mean, you know,
I mean, if he
probably
had time to
tell.
like repaint it and stuff, they threw away the end that he left. Like,
Yeah.
would think. But I have a better question. How low do you have to be in your policing career to be a detective working on stolen catalytic converters?
maybe you know, she's like a rookie.
You don't become like, you're not a rookie. Like, you have to be
Yeah,
a
right.
beat
You know, like
cop
one of your
before
first
you have to
couple of
be a beat cop
cases.
before you get to be a detective.
You have rookie
I mean,
detectives,
listen.
right?
I
mean,
isn't
maybe
that what the
they're
police are
not
actually
rookies, so maybe,
for?
but
To like
catalytic
find
converters. Like, what kind of town do you
Help
live in where they're
the
worried about
community?
catalytic converters and stolen slides? He just wanted his kids to
Let's
have
see.
a fun way to get off their bunk bed.
It's the population of Burbank, Washington.
3 people apparently.
Population is 3,358.
things? Jesus.
That's the population of my
So-
neighborhood.
And that is
Yeah.
why it was so easy to catch the guy. Not
Not only
a very
that, but that's
smart
probably why
detective.
she was looking for catalytic converters, because there's probably not a whole lot that goes around in that town.
Yeah, bored.
Yeah.
Very bored. I get it now.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I think you know that's great, because I feel like usually the police just ignore stuff like that and you never get your stuff back, and people just steal stuff like that all the time and nobody ever tracks them
Because
down.
again, you can
Because they're
get rid of
wasting their
those.
time giving us traffic tickets when they could be like stopping theft and like, you know, crime, actual crime.
I just like how we had two stories about people who don't know how to get rid of hot stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah, they should have watched Ozarks.
Hey, and cutting off catalytic converters is annoying. Okay, so
Yeah, it's kind of rude.
those guys are he's a jerk for doing that. Like,
But he makes up for it by getting his kids a slide for their bunk bed. He's a nice guy.
hey, just imagine like turning your car on and not realizing that your catalytic converter's been cut off. And it's like, "Roar!"
It happened to my dad. It's still off his truck. Someone took it off at a park and ride.
Yeah. Like apparently, what do they get from it? What's so valuable about them? I mean, I feel like
I don't
they
remember.
can't a used catalytic converter can't
No, there's
resell for
something.
that
There's
great.
something in them. I don't remember what it is.
Is
though.
it copper or
It
something?
might be. I don't know.
It's the converter they're looking for.
No, they want the
They're not.
catalytic because it's very close to a Cadillac.
They must be going for like precious metals or something. But must be something. Yeah.
Yeah, they use
that's
rubies to silence the mufflers.
I feel like rubies aren't even worth that much, honestly, compared to other kinds of precious stones.
Oh, well,
So
So
they need to-
adamantium, I think, is worth a lot, right?
Yeah.
I
I just
need to
found
find that
out that what is it? Opal? Opal is like actually really expensive, like real opal. I was shocked because if you find like real
Okay.
opal, it can like shine and it looks rainbowy and everything. And people pay like ridiculous amounts of money to get like real opal stones. Like,
Okay, so
Hmm.
fine quality rubies are some of the most expensive gemstones,
Oh.
with record prices of 1 million per carat. Record prices. So I mean that's
Wait, you said a carat's worth $1 million?
at record prices for a 1 million per carat on that. But
okay, diamonds.
But so
Price
like I'm
carat?
looking at just a one ruby necklace that doesn't look much special past that $870.
Nice.
Okay, well, never
So-
mind.
They,
Take it
they're
back.
expensive. That's why you see all those movies where the bad guys are trying to get the ruby.
Oh, I thought it was like some reference to like Zelda, and that's why they got into it.
Oh yeah, that's
Don't they have
probably-
rupees?
Rupees, same thing.
Yeah, but no,
Well-
rupees is a real currency, though, right?
Yeah.
And it's in India, right?
I think so.
Or Baghdad or something.
It's India area somewhere around there. I think. I'm not a currency expert. I just know I like it.
Now, is that $1 million US or?
It used a dollar sign, so more than
Okay.
likely.
So would a gemstone theoretically be worth more in a different country, or is it like a?
I think you probably
national-
have. I think you probably have supply and demand. A third world country probably wouldn't be buying very many rubies, so if they tried to sell it there, they'd probably have to sell it cheaper.
because they already have enough rupees, right?
Yes,
Okay.
you can
don't
only
need
have
rubies.
one, rubies or rupees. Your choice.
But what about rude peas?
Oh, you just gotta get rid of those immediately.
Yeah, they're mean.
Hurt my feelings. I don't like them anymore. So
Yeah, like
I'm honestly
Member
worried
berries.
about you, both of you, right now.
Oh.
I'm worried.
I was gonna ask you to clarify who you were.
This
actually-
I would say
Conversation
this is quality content.
This
Okay.
conversation is degenerated quite rapidly to rude peas, which is not
Yeah.
where I thought it was going to go at all.
But say you found a gem, right, in a country. Is it worth less in that country, or would it be worth more in that country?
Depends. Did you have to kill somebody for it?
Then they're blood diamonds.
Only if they're diamonds.
What if they're blood rubies? How much are they worth then? I'm
How do you know they're
curious.
blood
I
though?
mean,
when
they're
already red?
normally red.
True. It's true. I don't know. Maybe you can like shine a black light on it, and you'll see like the blood residue or something. I don't know.
I don't shine black lights on anything. It's
Nope,
terrifying.
especially in the hotel rooms.
It's terrifying.
It is.
I think we really need to look up the definition of blood diamond because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's.
I know the definition of a blood diamond.
I'm worried. I'm worried about us.
Diamond with
No,
blood
but
on 'em.
what do you guys like? Realistically, think would a gemstone be worth more if it was found in a country? If there's no like a, you said supply and demand. Obviously, that makes sense, right? So if you have a country that produces less of that mineral,
No.
it should be worth more in that country, right?
No,
No, I mean it depends on how
If
like,
you
readily
if you don't
accessible
make
it
as
is.
many, it should be worth more because if you make
no, it's not how
no,
it works. I feel
how
like
does it work, Patrick?
I feel like it's okay. Listen, it's based on the quality of the stone. That's the number one thing, quality, and how big it is. Okay, that's the two main things. So it doesn't matter where you find it in today's day and age. You can sell it anywhere in the world. So it's not about where it's found. It's about how big it is and how pure of a stone it is. So
So he's saying
with
like, can you
little to
turn
no
around and
defects.
resell it to the people? Like, if you're at somewhere with a diamond deposit and you get a diamond and you turn around and try and sell it to the city that is right next to the diamond deposit, they're like, why would I buy this for $1,000 when I can go just get one myself or whatever?
Yeah,
But
'cause
if you take it
it's
100
more
miles away, they're like, I don't want to go 100 miles and then dig up a diamond.
Well, I guess I feel like
food
there's
for
like
thought.
that I just feel like with that it's like it's not like that's getting found every day, and there's probably very specific places, and like the whole reason blood diamonds is a blood diamond is because people fight over the areas that have it. So some random person, the chances of them just randomly finding one.
I randomly found
Although
one the other
I've
day.
heard of people that like, out in like randomly in the mountains or whatever, they just happen to run across it. Somebody found like a $1 million one in a field one time. Like it was inside some rock or whatever. And they where's that? Dude, when we went on our trip when I was like 17, we went to I maybe it was Arkansas. I can't remember. There was a place that you could go to search for like gold and like precious stones, and you would just like it was just tons of dirt and stuff, and you would go through and just like sift through it. It was like a tourist attraction, and if you found stuff, you could keep
It
it.
wasn't real.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe
We
not.
call that fool's gold.
No, it was. It
It's
was.
very cheap.
Listen, I actually found a nugget this big.
Yeah, and it paid
Sold
for
it to
what?
him. Sold it to him for $5. It was the best experience of my life,
Patrick, you know those aren't real, right?
and I paid
I don't think
$20
he
per
does. Don't
person to
ruin it for him.
enter
He
of
also
a
believes in
family of
Santa Claus.
6. So, no, we didn't find anything. It was pretty. It was still, I guess, cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I've,
cool,
I've
but
done
yeah,
that. I've done
it's
that
not real.
before.
Yeah,
They're
like
not going to.
I did
sell...
find something though, so it says something about the difference between you and me.
a friend. You found a friend.
No, I'm still looking.
he found love and companionship with his family. Word. It's awesome. Appreciate that.
Wholesome stories.
Yeah.
It's about the journey, right?
Nope. About the destination.
Yeah, but no, those places aren't real. They're not. They're not going to sell tickets to some area that
might have real gold.
exactly the
They're
likelihood
gonna
of
mine
actually
it.
finding that. Exactly. It's a cool experience to do, but yeah, no, you're not going to find something worth millions of dollars. And if you did, there's probably somewhere in a contract that you have to sign before you start digging around there that states anything valued over X amount of dollars is not yours to keep.
Just put it in my pocket.
Yeah. So how'd the move go?
It was an experience.
Other than Seth breaking his chair, did everything else go pretty smoothly?
Miserable. No.
Oh,
I mean, personally, from my end, it was like whatever. It wasn't that bad. It was kind of boring, but I whipped out a GBA emulator, found a legal copy of a game, and played it.
that's the best thing about
Seems
having
sus.
Android over iOS, right?
Seems sus.
Yeah,
But,
I played
You can download the different
Final
emulators.
Fantasy Tactics Advance. This is one of my favorite GBA games, and it was awesome. However, Seth was like a wilting flower, slowly just dying in front of
every
my
day I
eyes.
was closer to death.
And I was just like, gaming.
So what happened was the house we were supposed to move into, the people didn't move out of it. So left us homeless. We stayed in a Small hotel, motel. I
Five
don't
star.
know.
5-star
Nope.
hotel.
Nope.
We drank at the
Um,
ar every night.
We
and that-
had
Seth,
we
is
had
this-
med
is
med
this homeless-
roommates.
Is this homeless Pat's origin story?
Pretty much. I mean, he was homeless and he loved the hell out of it. Me losing my mind stuck in one room for a week straight.
With Patrick has got to be a nightmare.
I
we
mean,
went and did stuff.
Oh, not really.
Socially distanced with a mask, right?
I mean, we
No,
went and
we're in
ate a
Tennessee now,
lot.
so no.
Oh, nice.
Went and ate a lot. Hung out with the kitty cat. Cat actually was like weirdly okay with it. I don't know. I was
So
expect-
was the motel hotel, was it close to the house y'all moved into or found?
It was
the-
like-
no.
About 20 minutes.
The first
Okay.
one was literally like a mile away from where we were staying. And then that one fell through, and they gave us literally a day before we were supposed to move in. They're like, Seth's like, hey, are we moving in tomorrow? And they're like, you can move in on the 11th.
No, they said it'd be available on the 15th and then give us 3 to 4 days to get it
Oh,
ready.
okay.
So they were thinking
And we're
like the
like-
19th.
We're like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. You're out of your mind. So we're like,
So the original house you guys were supposed to go live in, they are moving out next week. So like 3 weeks after
No,
they
I guess
told
they
you
move
were
out
going.
tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah.
Oh,
supposedly tomorrow.
well, the 15th.
But they were supposed to move out on the 28th.
Nice.
Yeah. And we were supposed to move in on the 5th. So like 7 days after. But apparently
Wow.
they somewhere in there they lost a memo to let us know
That's
that
nice.
yeah. So then we still went through them. They were actually pretty nice about it, and we found another place. And I actually like this place a lot, although it is like in the middle of a weirdly complex neighborhood. So just it's hard. It's the first few days have been like weird trying to get in and out of it, and when you're coming from different directions.
No, one direction.
Well, it's like different roads, and I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like the way they do it. It's like our thing like circles in, and we're like in the middle of a maze, and then it circles out, and then there's all
Really
these like
amazing here.
roads that dead end and stuff. So if you don't have a map pulled up and you don't know what you're doing, you're not using GPS, it's easy to get lost in the
I mean, so literally when I'm about to turn into the neighborhood, my GPS still says 5 minutes from home. Yep.
Like, nah,
Yeah.
that's not real at all.
No,
That's-
no,
that-
it's true.
that is- that
it
is
takes 5
inaccurate.
minutes. You just got to get through the neighborhood.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a big old neighborhood.
But there's like a ton of people that live there. It seems like a lot of people are outside doing stuff, so that's cool. Like, it's not like a rich neighborhood or anything. It's just like regular middle class people.
With
So-
the with what you guys do for your day jobs, is it any closer than previously?
No,
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I was driving about an hour and a half, so yes.
currently for me,
Even though on Thursday I drove
it's
an hour.
27 minutes to where I'm going right now, and then on the way home it can be upwards of 30-35 minutes, sometimes even longer than that if traffic's bad. But I don't know if that's where I'm actually going to be at, right? They just have me helping at places. Same with
I gotcha.
same with Seth. So we don't really know where home stores are going to be yet, but I'm assuming all the stores are about 15 minutes or more away from where we currently are, or at least the ones that I've been to. Maybe there's some that are closer, but no.
Nice.
So, but we're right
Well-
next to a college, and that's cool.
Hey, is it co-ed?
Yes.
I guess.
Okay.
How many colleges do you know that aren't?
It's actually an all women and dog college. So there's
Nice.
only women, dogs, and UGG boots.
No.
Pretty cool.
Ugg
You
boots
drive
are
by, you're like,
required.
hey, a woman. Hey,
Oh, there
another
you
woman.
There you go, Pat. You'll
Yeah.
find your soulmate there.
No. I've sworn off all of that for a while. I'm done.
What, dogs? Getting a dog?
Yep, no dogs for me.
Nice. Yeah, you. So you mentioned earlier with the masks. So I guess you said it's not a mandate there.
As far as I can tell, it was never mandated. I know it's definitely not right now, but I mean, we went from where you go anywhere without a mask and people look at you weird, and now you go somewhere with a mask, people are like, "What's up with that dude?" I mean, people still wear them, but it's a lot less people wear them than the people who don't.
And
Yeah,
there's
last week they governor of Texas had come out and stated that the mandate's no longer a requirement for the state of Texas. So
Florida did the same.
but I actually saw an article that I was reading today earlier, and it said that somebody's already got arrested for not wearing their mask in a building because they went to a bank and were like, I'm not wearing a mask, and the people in the bank were like, we require you to wear a mask, and they were like, I don't have to wear a mask, it's not mandated. And it's like, yeah, but you're on private property in a private business, they can mandate whatever they want.
Business can.
If you don't want to come there because of it, okay. But they asked for you to wear a mask, you have to wear a mask. So the police officer arrested him.
now was the police officer wearing a mask?
See,
I don't know.
I would assume so, but also
Probably.
they weren't arrested for not wearing a mask. They were probably arrested for disorderly conduct.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it wasn't because of the mask. It was because they wouldn't
the
leave
way,
the building.
the
when
way
they
you
were
worded
after.
that, and probably the way the article you read worded it, it's like because he
Yeah, they
wasn't wearing a
probably it's probably
mask.
like they
Like,
escalated it.
no, it's because he probably was cussing up a storm and causing a major scene.
It was a
inside
lady,
inside a bank.
and she's 64 years old
and she's
and is
in jail.
retired.
And she's in
They
jail.
speaking of 64-year-old ladies, on the news the other day, I'd seen this lady, 60. She was actually 67. You'll have to forgive me. I had started watching after the article started, so I didn't see the state she lived in, if it was ever actually listed.
Probably Florida.
Probably. Anyways, a guy claiming to be Bruno Mars got in a texting conversation with her, I guess over a matter of days, weeks, whatever. Towards the end of the conversation, he then tells her that his private jet is out of fuel and he needs $5,000 to fill it back up. She sends the money to him.
No, people are so dumb, dude.
Why
Yeah, so
would
no, it is
Bruno
I,
Mars
Bruno Mars, my
ever?
private plane out of gas. I require 5,000 American dollars.
Why would Bruno Mars
All right,
ever
Borat.
need someone else's money? Like
I don't
ever.
know.
Like
You would think.
He's hit
If-
on hard
if-
times, okay?
Well,
no,
it's clear.
You
okay,
can tell
it's
because
clear
it's
she was
private
a fan,
jet.
right? She has to be a fan of some sort because
No, she
if you
can't
ask-
be a she can't be a
no,
fan
you
because
have to.
She would be following the Instagram and seeing him post every day and be like, that's kind of weird that he's doing all this
Well,
fun
she is
stuff.
67.
No,
She probably is not on the Instagram.
Yeah, no, Pat. I'm not saying a fanatic. I'm saying a fan. Like maybe even a casual fan, but she knows who he is, right? Because if you ask my mom, who she's not that old, by the way. If you ask my mom who Bruno Mars is, she'd look at you and say, "I don't know who that is," right? So if someone claiming to be Bruno Mars starts texting you or chatting with you somehow, you know who that is, right?
Listen,
And you'd have to assume that this guy's got some money because he's Bruno Mars, and if you knew who he is, you see he's a celebrity that's worth how many millions. Yeah,
Apparently not 5,000, so he doesn't
He's
even
not
have
worth
5,000.
5,000,
So
Jesus. But
God,
yeah, I
people
saw
are so
that, and
stupid.
I had to just, I stood there for like a minute or two afterwards, just
People is
trying to
dumb.
contemplate the what I had just heard and seen, just because some people are just so gullible, and it is sad. Maybe okay, it's possible maybe she's not all there, or she has some sort of early onset disease of whatever, you know. But it's a shame that you've got people that target older people and they scam them out of money, lots of money.
I mean,
all I want to say,
fire
and this is going to
beware.
be as nice as I can without dogging on any specific people or age group, but
Babies
please,
don't
God.
know how to handle money. That's what he's trying
please
to
God,
say.
when I get older, I swear to God, if I fall for one of these scams, it might as well be over at that point, because I just don't understand how anybody can fall for how dumb these scams are. They don't even try anymore. Bruno Mars. They don't even try. And
I mean,
people still fall for it.
the Nigerian Prince one's been going on forever, and people still fall for it. So,
Yeah, I've been actually getting these emails from PayPal support. But if you look at the A's in PayPal, they're like I don't know, the weirdly code characters.
Yeah.
A's, like the different symbols,
Yeah.
like through the circle.
To cut through the spam blockers, they'll like change letters.
And it'll say, we've noticed due to recent activities in your account that we've restricted certain abilities. We recommend that you log in, so we can confirm it's you and fix this issue. And then it'll list bullet points of, okay, your limit, you don't have access to, depositing money and receiving money. And then there's a big blue login button. That's like, there are people that probably fall for that, click that, login, and now these people have your PayPal information. And then it'll say like, dear user or dear customer. And I've actually chatted with PayPal reps because there's a option to like report these phishing emails to PayPal. And they've stated, this is for anyone that's listening, PayPal does not greet you as customer or sir.
That's right, because you're an honored guest of their establishment.
Well, no, they will direct you by name. They will say your full name in the email.
Really?
But because these are scammers, they don't have access to any of that information. PayPal does, and so they'll list you by name. If an actual official email is received from PayPal, they will say dear so and so. They don't say dear customer or dear guest, because the scammer doesn't have access to that information. So crazy, it's crazy, And I'd received another one probably about 2 years ago, and it was an Apple. It looked pretty official. It's just like, they want you to sign into your Apple account and verify some information for them. Again, dear customer or dear guest, because it's like, none of these, people that are sending these emails have any of your personal information until you give it to them.
Yeah, you should
make their job easier and just give it to them, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
you should go look up. Man, there's multiple of them, but there's one that's really famous. I cannot think of his name right now, but he's a YouTuber, and he just goes around and scams scammers. So he's like really tech savvy, right? So he'll go and get on these long calls, and
Is he British?
He'll tape it all for YouTube. I don't know. I don't think so. Not the guy that I'm thinking of. Sure,
Okay,
there's more than one.
Yeah, I'd seen this guy, and he had a video. It was a 2-part, and both were about 27, 28 minutes long. And he had actually hacked into this facility in India and was in their CCTV. And he then got use of their microphones from the laptops and computers they were using.
Oh, no. Okay, so this guy definitely doesn't do illegal things.
Oh, no, none of this. That
is illegal. Definitely illegal.
No, because he had gotten permission from the government. Because he was going after. Yeah, he was going after these people that were scamming a lot of people out of money, like millions of dollars. And he actually had drones that would fly over the area to get like a layout of the building. And then he actually was able to access their security feed alongside the microphones and the computers and stuff they were using. So when they were talking to him, he was actually able to see on a security cam this person claiming to be so-and-so at Microsoft. And then he had recorded all of it and uploaded. It was really interesting.
Yeah, Microsoft with TeamViewer, and then they steal access to your computer, but act like they're like fixing something, and really they just steal all your information and basically set up a backlog so they can get into your computer whenever they want to. And yep, a little key, basically. They install a little key into your computer that you don't know about and will never be able to see, and they can just hop back in whenever they want to. And they usually try and convince you that you need to pay them money or for their charges or something, and they'll also like get you to show your PayPal, right? Because they'll be watching your screen while you pay them the charge, and then they have your PayPal password and
yeah, once you type it in.
Yep. It's crazy, but it is so funny to see them rage when they get caught by somebody.
Yeah, well, you even have
And
people that have like the keystroke loggers, and so whenever you type whatever you're typing, they receive that information. So even if it's not on screen and you still type your password or username in somewhere, years ago, many years ago, probably 15 years ago, my original Facebook account that was in 2008, I made it in 2008, was hacked, and the guy that had hacked it was using a keystroke logger, and so whenever I would change the password, he still had that information. So I just had to
yeah,
delete the account.
listen, Will, how did he get access? Where are you clicking
Will
on?
accepted a friend request from an attractive girl that he
Oh
didn't
my
actually
God.
That's that's
Oh,
exactly what it was. No, he had gotten access somehow to my Microsoft account, and at the time I used one email, one password for everything, and so he just went on Facebook and was able to get that information.
know.
So
yeah,
I don't
He
know.
I
definitely
mixed
didn't
mine
add
up.
somebody that he didn't know because she was attractive. That's for sure.
Well,
Yep.
this is the biggest pro tip. Okay, if you get something and you're at all suspicious and they send you anything that has any sort of link in it, do not
Don't click it.
don't click links. Never
Yeah.
click a link unless it is from somebody that you are verifiably sure is, you know, uh Will or Seth or somebody that you know. You never click on anything. And even then, if they something like I've had people that send me stuff from Facebook and it's obviously a hack and I know it right away, their accounts get hacked and they'll send you a Facebook Messenger like message.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you message me on the app when you could just text me? You know? All right.
Exactly.
Hey,
But
And
okay,
at the
then
so
they'll
time,
send you weird, like a
Micah,
picture or a link, and then
Micah
yeah,
sends me stuff on Facebook Messenger all the time. so-
questionable. Is Micah
Yeah.
really Micah?
yeah.
I don't know. I think so. Seems like it most
No.
of the time.
But no, Pat, to
Seth
your,
spent
to your
all the other day helping her set up a computer. She got a computer, man. She built it herself.
Built it
I'm really
herself
proud
with
of
me
her.
on FaceTime. It was actually
Yeah.
she actually went out
impressive.
and got the materials for the screen and
Yep.
the
She built it 100%.
Well, the parts. Come
No,
on,
she built
dude.
it 100%. She created the
she
the
actually
copper
grew
that
the
went into the motherboard.
yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So she went out and harvested all the resources she
so
needed
she
from,
did it just
from the
like the
environment.
cavemen used to do it when they made the
Yeah,
computers.
and then she made her own operating system called Micah Knox, and it's great. It works flawlessly. Actually,
Doesn't sound
better
super
better
sound
than
super secure.
Microsoft. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so basically, she's gonna be rich as hell soon enough.
Nice.
Just give her some time.
And
Yeah,
since
but no,
since
to
I
what you're
helped her, I
saying-
get 30% of all profits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Pat, at the time I was only 14. And
And she was
Pretty
pretty.
wasn't
You know-
I was very stupid, yeah.
You know, the one and only time I've ever been hacked on anything, as far as I know. Now, there could be a way that I've gotten hacked and I never even knew that they hacked me, but I've never really lost any like accounts. Was
Seth, he hasn't
RuneScape.
found out yet.
This is the way I learned. This is the way I learned that you can't trust nobody, man. When I was like 13 and I was on RuneScape playing my first account, and this guy was like, "I can get you a rune pickaxe." I was like, "No way," and scammed my account for a rune pickaxe. And I was like, "I'm an idiot," and I never fell for anything like that again. But
See,
they tried. My buddy, though, I'm not going to name his name because I don't want to throw him under the bus too bad. He got hacked like 2 more times because he kept falling for stuff like that. Except they were a little bit more conniving than the dude that stole my pickaxe. But he would, he'd be like, "I'm almost to this goal, and I need like 250,000 more." And then somebody would randomly be like, "Oh yeah, I can get you that right now. You just let me help you." And it's like, why would they do that, dude? And he would fall for it, and he got like one account scammed out of like $1 million, and another account he actually had his friend that he went to school with scam him and stole the account, and then got it banned because he was cussing people out and calling them bad words and stuff, and got permabanned
And stuff.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, you got to learn, man. You can't trust nobody.
How I learned that you can't trust nobody is from that band, O3.
Don't trust a
Yeah,
Word.
That song taught me everything I needed to know about life.
Don't trust nobody.
No,
Isn't like a
Don't
double negative.
trust a
It's a
Never
word he's trying
trust
not
the-
to say.
Don't trust the.
No, but Pat, don't trust nobody. That's like a double negative, right?
Don't
Because if
trust
you don't
nobody.
don't trust anybody.
Nope. Don't trust nobody.
I don't think that's
That's
a
how we
double
say it.
negative because it's a full word, right? Like it's not
No.
the no is
Really?
not a
Because
negative
if you're- if-
connotation.
No, listen. He's right because if you say do not trust nobody is wrong. It's not correct. But I don't care.
Okay.
You know what? And your grammar Nazi self.
Hey,
It
I
just-
find that word offensive. Thank you.
it's showing, isn't it?
Yeah, and I laugh at you because I purposely do stuff like this just to get under the skin. No, my mom is like that, where she always, and I'm like, oh god. Although she has gotten better now that I'm older, but she used to always like correct. It's like, no, you can't say can, you must say may. I'm like, everybody says can, mom.
She's trying to teach you to be better than everybody, but then she gave up. She realized, never mind.
You were lost cause.
When it comes to spelling, when I did like papers and stuff, I do have really good grammar and English skills.
My grammar
But
is gooder.
I will say that in the
The
last
most good.
like, since I graduated high school, I feel like I have actually lost some English skills for sure.
Did you
I'm
lose
just
them
not-
or did you abandon them?
I just like gave up caring, and so I
Yeah,
do
so you
things
didn't
that
lose
like
them.
is
You left
actually
them
just
behind.
better.
They're crying somewhere back in 2011. Crying because they were abandoned.
I was close. Damn,
never picked up.
good guess. Graduated in 2010. So
Yeah, and so you abandoned them
wrong.
in 11. I did that on purpose. We graduated the
Oh,
same year.
okay.
It's
Wow.
not like I had to use a lot of thought.
So basically, you're telling me that when I moved out the first time and lived with somebody, they were bad influences and made me abandon it. You're right. Word.
I was not the bad influence in that.
Yes,
in
you
that.
were.
Nope. There were two
Apparently
other
so.
people. There were two other people in that apartment who were not the good influences. It was not me. I had my life
Two
on
others?
track.
Me?
I
Me?
had my life on track. You know,
Oh,
didn't do
man.
anything bad. I had a good job.
Well
I had
behaved.
a girlfriend. All this good stuff. But then by the time we left that apartment, I still had a job. That was about it.
We still had a job. We were great at playing sticks and stones on Black Ops. Amazing zombie players. To where I learned most of my fundamentals and why I'm so good at zombies now. I can pick up a zombie game and just like dominate.
Have y'all played the newest one yet?
No, because I didn't buy the new game because I'm sick of Call of Duty.
Call of Duty
To be honest.
sucks. Go
I
out
heard
of
the
business
zombies
already.
is really fun. But
I
I'm not
I
gonna
saw
spend
somebody
$60.
playing it and it did look interesting. I'm not gonna lie, and it really tempted me because it's Treyarch and they do make good zombie maps. But
They need to release zombies separately. Like
Yeah.
you know, maybe like $20, $25 just for that one mode.
I wish.
Or
I'd pay for it.
they need to just give up on Call of Duty. Come up with a new idea. Make something fun. Instead of regurgitating the same old shit.
They need to come up with a really, really, really good zombie game. That'd be dope.
Daisy.
No.
I hear,
Left 4
it's,
Dead
I hear
3?
it's a blast. I haven't
No.
played it, but I hear it's a blast.
No, I think they've come out with like 2 or 3 in the past like 2 or 3 years that are actually like pretty good. But they're always for like PlayStation. And then I guess now they're on the computer, so technically I could download a lot of them, but I just didn't. You know what? Maybe I need to do that.
Good.
Yeah,
There's
so this
also
idea is
another one,
probably-
Dead by Daylight, I think, that I was told to get. Told it was really fun to play.
Isn't H1Z1 the original? Or is that a
H1Z1 is
a
more
battle royale, right?
survival. It's
Speaking
a
of
survivor.
zombies, though, Fortnite has a zombie mode. Okay, like the original Fortnite game that you actually have to pay for. It's like super bad, but it's got
No one-
zombies.
no one bought-
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
You know what's
if that's
funny?
what Fortnite was gonna make they're like we're sticking with this, they wouldn't be around anymore.
Yeah.
It was so
So
bad.
this is probably already done before, but I had an idea. You do a battle royale game, but with zombies, right? And instead of dropping from a plane, you are trying to get to an extraction zone. So you've got different teams that spawn randomly on the map, and you're fighting other teams and zombies.
Call of Duty kind
Trying-
of did that.
Well,
over
they kind
Halloween.
of do that with Hunt Showdown if you've ever played that. It's actually
Mm.
quite a fun game because it's all undead creatures, and then the whole goal basically is you go in and you get bounties, and the bounties are to kill these monsters. But when there's other players in the map, and then there's also other monsters, and it's actually a really good game. It's very fun.
When did it come out?
Highly underrated, I would guess. I would say. Recently, like maybe sometime a year and a half ago, but they've done some pretty good updates. I heard that it's actually in even a better place than it was when I played it, and I had fun. I played it with like my buddy Johnny. It's like you're always on your toes because you're scared of the players, and then if you make any noise, things hear you. So you have to be like very careful when you move around the map, and anything you do can like attract all sorts of bad things. And if you just run willy-nilly through the map, and you can accidentally easily just get yourself killed, and you can't respawn. You can revive somebody, but I think it's only once and then it's over. So if they die and you try and so it's and you lose all of your stuff. Your entire character dies every time. So anything you bring in is completely lost if you die in game. So it's really fun. The only thing I felt like was the progression in it. It just was like one of those games where it's like it's awesome, but after you play it for a certain amount of time, it's like, what's the point? Kind of, there's nothing to like work towards. That's always been my problem with a lot of those games.
You've already seen what the game has to offer.
Yeah, like even with Fortnite, it's like, okay, well, I've already gotten 100 wins. Well, what else is there to do on it? And you kind of
do that.
You kind of get bored of it. I have like 500 something Fortnite wins. Not
I thought
too
you were
not
saying
born.
losses.
But literally last year when I checked my my stats, I was still in top million in the world of 83 million people. So I was all right.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
Of
Well, y'all know I was obsessed with that game. I played it like all the time for a while there.
Yeah. Speaking of people aren't playing Warzone anymore, right? Everyone went back to Apex, right?
Yeah, because of the
Apex has gotten a lot
hackers,
more
man.
traction.
Oh, they got a
more
lot of
traction.
hackers.
We were just talking about that. There's this
I don't have time.
somebody got caught hacking, and it was like so obvious, and it was like, see, and they're streamers. They're just cheating. And what do? They get banned, but it's like, dude, they've been streaming for however long they've been doing this, and obviously probably been cheating the whole time, and finally got caught because they were playing in a tournament, and the idiot like left their hacks on, and they were, how you fall from the sky? It was literally tracking somebody in the sky the whole time they're falling, looking up, perfectly tracking, and they're like waving their hands around and talking to their chat, obviously not controlling their character. It's like, hello?
That's obvious.
Yeah. And it's really bad. I heard most of the name or like Nick Merckx and people like that are all quitting, saying they're not playing it anymore because the COD won't do anything about it. They won't fix it. They don't put any anti-cheats in. I don't know. That's the suckiest part about games, man. It's very hard to control cheaters.
Jeez. Speaking of things that suck, I think that's actually the end of the episode for us. Is we got some things we gotta get taken care of. So do appreciate the continued support. The last video has gotten quite a good amount of views. So thank you for sticking around. I know that the 2-week hiatus with everything going on, there might be a couple more breaks coming up here.
Hey,
and just things going on. So we
did we have 100 subscribers?
We did.
I don't even think
we
we talked about that, but we did. Which was great.
So thank you
That's
for everyone that has currently subscribed. Yeah, Pat's around the mark there with 100 people. So that's.
I think we were going to say something like 2 weeks ago, and then we just completely forgot. This last episode we recorded before we moved.
Wow.
So thank you again.
Appreciate it.
For still watching us, for those that have stuck around, we really do appreciate it. The views show that you care. So, and it's something we still enjoy doing, and something we still want to do. Hopefully soon we can get back on a regularly scheduled broadcast of your favorite podcast. But like I said, we might have a couple more breaks the next few weeks. I guess some other things coming up, but it's something definitely
boy.
let you know. And we always make sure that we keep the social medias up to date. So if you haven't already checked us out on Facebook, Twitter, links as always in the description. Most of the updates that we have are going to be listed there, along with the episodes when they go live. They definitely do get posted to both those accounts. So it's free to subscribe, free to watch, free to
And
check Facebook
I'll,
and Twitter.
I'll throw one more thing in here. We had a person that commented on one of our Facebook posts. So shout out to Chris. Thank you so much.
There you go. Cool. This is the Talk Guys
Thanks,
46.
Chris.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
We'll see y'all for 47 soon. So peace.
Later.
Bye. Chris.
Awesome. No edit.